guys, it's Mama Sa here from Mama Sa Stories, and today I'm filming in Big James's studio because the lights were here and it was just a bit of fun to do it somewhere different. And I thought you guys would like to see where Big James teaches all the children singing and guitar and piano and performance for stage. He does ukulele and electric guitar. He's pretty clever. So any of you that are in Brisbane, I just thought I'd let you know he's at Artistic Academy in Mitchelton. If you want to come and have a look, the first lesson's free. He is amazing, but I am biased. Anyway, here's an amazing story about me and Big James that a bunch of amazing 4-year-olds wrote and illustrated from Tadpole's Early Learning Narangba. I've decided to do a whole group of these books for you before I go back to the library and search out some more amazing books. And this one's called Big James and Mama Sa's Adventures, and it's a little bit scary. Da-da-da. And here's the cover of the book, and that's Big James, and all these crocodiles are about to eat him. Look at his face. He's looking scared. What a fantastic drawing, eh? There's me reading to the children. I like to put a picture in there so they don't forget me because I love them. And this book was written and illustrated by Ali, Aaron, Charlotte, Grace, Imogen, Jack, Jasper, Jocelyn, Jonty, Lachlan, Max, Michaela, Miller, Noah, hi Noah, Piper, Scarlett, and William. Hello from Mama Sa, wherever you are, whatever big school you are at now. I hope you get to see this on either here at Mama Sa Stories Facebook, or you can go to YouTube and find me there. And there's their names, because it's a water story. We did some water behind their names. So how we write these stories is I ask the children questions and they answer them, and that's how the story gets developed. Sometimes they get so into it I don't even have to ask questions, but to start with, that's how I teach them. And I said to them, was it day or was it night? And they started the story with, it was night. There was a full moon and it was raining. It was a big storm. Mama Sa and Big James were just walking through the jungle in the big storm. They look pretty happy, don't they, Mama Sa and Big James, walking through the jungle in the big, big storm. Now, which one of those lights is reflecting? Let me try and move that. I'm still trying to get it so the lights don't reflect in the page. Oh, I'm not doing a very good job, am I? I'll get there eventually. Da, da, da. Mama Sa and Big James. See if I can move that light a bit, see if that makes it any better. Yeah. I got rid of the round light because it was reflecting on the page so badly. When a tiger with butterfly wings jumped out and scared them. Big James and Mama Sa ran fast, as fast as they could, away from the butterfly tiger. Look at their scared faces. Oh no, said Mama Sa. There's a butterfly tiger. And Grace did me and Big James, and Miller did the butterfly tiger. Hi Miller, wherever you are. I love you. They scared Dibby the mouse too. Oh, sorry, and Imogen drew Dibby the mouse. The story's written by everyone together as a group. Big James saw a cave and he ran into the cave. He had lost Mama Sa in the wet, dark jungle. And Lachlan drew the owl in the background. Jonty drew Big James and Imogen drew the cave. Look how good her cave is. Isn't it amazing? And look at that owl. "Ooh, ooh," said the owl. "Oh no," said Big James as he ran into the cave, worrying about Mama Sa. Big James was hiding in the cave. So was Dibby the mouse. And there is Miller drew the mouse and Jasper drew Big James. Can't see. Oh, that's better. Big James. And Piper drew something hiding in the cave. Da, da, da. There was a bear asleep in the cave. And that bear was drawn by Grace, and I coloured it in a bit because it didn't have a lot of colour. Just with a spray brush. But she did a really good, look at the eyelids she did. So good, and look at those claws. Oh, they're really scary claws. Big James woke up, the bear woke up and tried to eat Big James, but Big James punched him in the nose. Big James wasn't scared of him. Look at those pictures. Let me just try and get this light so it stops being so bright on the book. Sorry, guys. Just trying to get it right. Normally, out the back, it's easier. Look at that. And Scarlett drew both those pictures. And you'll notice there's a rat or a mouse running across Big James, and that's Dibby. He was sitting on Big James's shoulder. That's what she told me. So Big James ran out of the cave and he ran down. There was this water like a lake, and he ran down to it and he jumped on the boat. And Aaron drew Big James, who looks a bit like Darth Vader, and Jasper drew a cat who I put in the boat because there was just a cat sleeping in the boat. And the boat outline also was by Jack, and I did a bit of colouring in of the boat. The boat had a hole in it. Oh no! And it started to sink. Big James jumped into the water before the boat dragged him under, and he started to swim for shore. And the boat and rock outline are by Michaela, and I coloured them in. And Michaela also drew Big James, and she coloured that one in herself. There's Big James. See him there? Diving off the edge of the boat. Wow. And look at that big hole where it hit the rock. Oh no. I hope he's going to be okay. What do you think were in the water? They were on the front cover. Can you remember? They were the crocodiles, and they ran after or swam after Big James and tried to eat him. And the children said there were crocodiles in the water. Oh no! And that's the same picture that I used on the cover because it was so awesome. And that was by Jack. Jack did Big James. Imogen did the top crocodile. Michaela did the purple crocodile. And Jack did the green one underneath. Look at those teeth. That is some good drawing, huh? I know, right? But luckily for us, Big James happened to have a big sword in his back pocket, and he chopped off all the crocodiles' heads. And Imogen drew Big James, and Charlotte drew the pink crocodile, and Jocelyn drew the blue and green crocodile, and Max drew the upside down green crocodile, and Grace drew the orange crocodile. And it's still night time. You can see all the stars in the sky. You can buy these books online on mamasstories.com if you want to. But the crocodiles were magic, and they grew back their heads. Can you believe that? They grew back their heads. And all the same people drew the crocodiles. I just put their heads back on. And look at Jocelyn's got so many legs. It's a crocodile caterpillar. Pretty amazing, eh? Jack went and got his dad's workboat because Jack was telling us in the class about his dad, who's a fisherman, and how he gets to go on his workboat sometimes. And he got the whole class to come along and help rescue Big James. And Jack drew the boat, of course, because he is really good at drawing boats. And Ali drew Big James in the water. And there they are. And Mama Sa drew the little children in the boat. Piper threw the buoy, you know, the round ring that people get rescued with. So Piper threw the buoy out to Big James in the water. He put his head and his arms through it so that he would be safe, and the whole class grabbed the rope, because Big James is big, and they pulled and they pulled and they pulled until they got him in the new boat that didn't have a hole in it to rescue him. Isn't that cool? So cool. I love this picture of Big James. It's my favourite. And Grace drew something, and I think it was a striped crocodile, but I just put it there because it was so awesome. It goes, "Thank you," said Big James to everyone, "for pulling me out of the pond." How kind and thoughtful and loving they were. And that's Big James. It's just a head with little legs. The best thing about these books is it's not about getting people to look like they really do. It's just about having fun and being creative and making funny things. Yeah. So next page, Big James went looking for Mama Sa, but he couldn't find her. And I said to the children, "Well, what happened to her?" And one little girl said to me, "She was too old and too slow." And I said, "Really? What happened then?" They said, "Well, because she was too old and she was too slow, she had been eaten by the tiger, butterfly." James was sad and cried. There's James looking sad. And Max drew Dibby the mouse, and Aaron drew some crazy flying things, and I just put them in there, and Noah drew sad James. Look how sad James is. Look at the beautiful body shape of Noah's James. Drew him some really cool clothes. And look at Aaron's amazing flying thing. There's another one in the water. Just beautiful. These children are so talented, it blows my mind. But I decided, because I am Mama Sa, in case you didn't know that, I think you do, that I thought, well, I'm going to do a Mama Sa's happy ending, because the thought of Big James crying made me really sad. So I wrote an alternative ending, and it goes, "But secretly, Mama Sa had escaped and found her way back to Big James, and they lived happily ever after, of course. The butterfly tiger was still hungry. Oh, well, bad luck." And Piper drew Mama Sa, and Max did an amazing Big James, and Miller drew the butterfly tiger looking hungry, and Grace just drew a butterfly that just had to be in there because it was so beautiful. There's the butterfly that Grace drew, and the butterfly tiger that Miller drew, and Mama Sa that Piper drew, and Max drew Big James. And the sun was setting, and they all lived happily ever after. And this is the end with some more incredible creatures, and I just thought you'd love it. And Grace did the butterfly pink tiger, and Jack did the green butterfly tiger, and Jack drew another crazy flying creature. That looks like it could be from the dinosaur era. Probably was. And that was the end of that. And if you love that book, come back. I'm going to read Monday, Wednesday and Friday, which means if I'm posting on your threads for the groups, you probably get them the next day. So you'll get them on Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. But they will be online if you come to my Facebook page, 7 o'clock at night, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And soon we're going to start doing all sorts of other fantastic things. Don't forget, like, And say hi. Come to my page and say hi. I love it when people talk to me. Bye-bye.